Hello everyone, today we will be looking at two early Renaissance churches, Santa Croce and Santo Spirito. To start off, let's look at Santa Croce located in Florence. On this map, it's the blue highlighted church, and notice how close it is to Santo Spirito, which is the orange highlighted church. This image shows an overview of the basilica and highlights aspects that are important or well known. A few architects helped design this project, including Niccolò Mattà, Arnolfo di Cambio, and Filippo Brunelleschi. Brunelleschi was trained as a sculptor and a goldsmith. He helped design the Pazzi Chapel in Santa Croce. It is located off the nave and beautifully designed to allow lots of natural light to flow into the chapel. The plan of Santa Croce is in the shape of a Tau cross. Tau translates to the uppercase letter T in English, and it is also the symbol of St. Francis. Going back to the exterior of the basilica, the facade was designed by Niccolò Mattà and stands out with wonderful colors. Construction started in the 15th century, but disagreements between the church and the financier led to a halt of construction on the multicolored marble facade. The disagreement was resolved in the 19th century, and construction started back up again during the Neo-Gothic style, finishing in 1863. On the side of the building is a plaque that indicates the height of where the Arno River reached during a devastating flood in 1966. On the left of the exterior of the building is a statue for Dante Alighieri, who was born in Florence but exiled from the city. From a bird's-eye view, you can see the courtyard and the Brunelleschi Chapel. In the courtyard is a cloister walk that leads to the Brunelleschi Chapel and resembles the interior nave. As you walk through the front door, the 40-meter wide, 115-meter long, well-lit nave is sure to amaze any visitor. The large columns that support the arches guide your eye down to the main chapel. The chapel has wonderfully designed, frescoed walls describing the legend of the true cross. They describe the numerous events that happened to the Holy Cross and are read from top to bottom starting on the right side. Not only is it dedicated to the Holy Cross, but it is illuminated by the light coming in through the stained glass. The Bardi and Peruti chapels are located right next to the main chapel. The Bardi chapel on the left side was dedicated to St. Francis, and in the 18th century the frescoes were painted and covered with funeral monuments and tombstones. The Peruti chapel on the right side was dedicated to John the Baptist and is covered in various scene paintings on the walls. The previously mentioned Brunelleschi Chapel is on the right side of the nave down the hall from the Peruti Chapel and off the courtyard, with paintings dedicated to the Virgin Mary. The decorations of the chapel are also connected to the tomb for the Bandini Brunelleschi family, whose names are engraved on the tomb. As one enters the piazza in front of the Santa Croce, they are able to see the beautiful facade, rose window, and David's star. These are just a few aspects of the exterior that at first glance will catch your eye and draw you into the stunning interior. Now, as we take a look at the Santo Spirito, notice how different the facade is compared to Santa Croce's highly decorated facade. As previously mentioned, Santo Spirito is located in Florence and is the highlighted orange church on the map. Santo Spirito was designed by Filippo Brunelleschi and Antonio Manetti. In 1434, Brunelleschi's plan for the church was approved and construction started 2 years later but was suspended soon after. In 1444 is when construction resumed, but due to Brunelleschi's death in 1466, the designers who came after him, including Antonio Manetti, changed a bit of the designs. The facade has been left blank due to Brunelleschi's death and that the other designers wanted to leave it pure and flat. One of the design aspects that was changed is the doors. Brunelleschi had originally designed Santo Spirito to have 4 doors to go with the 4 aisles that he had planned for the interior. However, after Brunelleschi's death, it was changed to the more traditional 3 doors, which helps to resemble the Holy Trinity. Brunelleschi used a square as the basic unit of measurement for the chapel, which can be seen in the floor plan. The square can also be translated to the interior of the height and the width of the nave. Now do not let the simple facade fool you, because as one walks in through the front doors, the interior will impress all who visit. The large sandstone columns guide your eye down the nave to the highly decorated altar. The altar is located at the central crossing of the church, right under the dome. The dome has windows that allow natural light to flood in and illuminate the space below. As the light changes outside the building, it will then affect the feeling inside, creating a unique experience every day. Throughout the church, there are many wonderful art pieces by well-known artists. One of the most popular pieces includes Michelangelo's wooden crucifix, which beautifully stands out from the neutral-colored walls behind it. This basilica, Santo Spirito, is known as the last great project by Brunelleschi, which is clearly understood through the well-thought-out plan and design. As you can see, at first glance, these early Renaissance churches look very different, but as you dig closer, there are some similarities. A few include the facades that are both symmetrical, and the columns on the interior that not only tie these churches together, but to Renaissance design. They were also both partially designed by Filippo Brunelleschi, who is known as the father of Renaissance architecture. And that is a tour through 2 very well-known early Renaissance churches in Florence, Santa Croce and Santo Spirito.